Tell me more about how you transitioned from your 9 to 5 to, being a full time
Yeah.
content creator.
So I've told this story before, but the short of it is I needed a job at J Honda. I was interviewing at a couple of different spots. The Lexus in over on the west side. To hell with y'all. Y'all didn't want to hire me. It's all good. Um, J Honda decided to take a chance on me, and they said, "Hey man, we think we think you're great. We think you can change the culture around here. You know, you're hired." I said, "Great. I only need 60 days." I went back home. I wrote on my paper 60 days. And I watched it every single day. I count down. I had a sticky note. Boom. Next sticky note, flip down 58. Next sticky note, flip down 57. And I just kept that in. I saw it every day. I had no choice. And I literally told myself, I said, I don't care where your bank account is. You got to do it. Day 60 come along, got to quit. And day 60, sure enough, came along. And God, God going to work in mysterious ways with wonders to perform. And he booked me for that that Snipes commercial that I did.
The one in New York,
The one in New
fire
York
commercial.
came out cold,
Yeah,
and they paid me some money, and that was enough money to give me about a month and a half to 2 months of, all right, like let's figure out where the next check coming from. And I knew Jay Honda wasn't gonna let me, because they had just let me go to Florida to do some content stuff, and I was coming right back, and I was supposed to leave out to New York, and I knew it was that ultimatum, and we was at day 58, so I was already about to quit.
right.
I wanted a little bit more time, but I went to him, and shout out Max Gordon. I went in there. We walked across the street, and I remember this conversation to this day. And I said, I got to talk to you. He said, I know what it's about. He said, you got to go do you, bro. You got to do what's best for you. And I support you. And he said, if you fall on your ass, you'll still have a job here.
Yeah,
That's real shit.
yeah,
That's somebody that I got genuine respect for. You feel me? And I go in there all the time to come say, hey, they don't ask Sonny to come escort me out
yeah.
and say, hey, come get this guy out of here. They let me stay. I say hi, and they always tell me to come back, keep showing face. Never forget about us.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And it's interesting that you've been on both sides. Like you're in a position to now, like, hey, if I needed to go back, I got somewhere to fall back.
Correct.
And then the other guy from the loan company is just like, basically, like, for real.
It's over with.
So
It's over with.
does that give you any like extra motivation, or you don't even need motivation to do what you about to do?
I'm disciplined enough. I just think it just adds to how great the story can be, because I truly have the potential. And this is and you know me as a relatively humble guy when we're talking about accomplishments. I have the potential to be the greatest American golf story ever on how I'm going to get there. No one's ever done it this way. And my background and when I started and how fast I'm trying to do it and the celebrities I want to do it with. It's never been done this way. So I didn't need Hesh to do that. It just kind of adds on to it that when I do hit 1 million followers, and when I do got a crazy crib, and I do got a beautiful family and a beautiful wife and beautiful kids, I can be like, there was a guy named Hesh Sagafi, and he still got that weak ass Liberty Home Mortgage over there in Independence, and still slinging loans at 60 years old.
Yeah.
And I'm at peace.
Yeah.
It just adds to the story. It puts a little cherry on the whipped cream.
Yeah, and him being on the wrong side of history.
The wrong side of history. And there's been so many people, even in the golf space, there's been cats that early been on the wrong side of history. Cool. Y'all have to see me in 2 years.